day 26 of my 30-day van conversion challenge. I started off by putting the piece of the wall that I'd built yesterday up. Then I tried to put up the last two pieces of ceiling from this side of the van, but it turns out that the tongue and groove battens I had were both bent, so I couldn't get them to meet properly in the middle, which was very annoying, and I don't have any more varnish, so I had to give up on that today. Next up, I cut the bed wall out. I used my angle finder to try to figure out the angle that the sides needed to be at. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't have high hopes for this working very well, especially with all the recent mistakes that I've made when cutting things, but in the end it was such a perfect fit. It made me so happy, and I think the angle finder just became my new favorite tool. And then I got started on the kitchen. I cut the back of the kitchen first, which is also going to be the wall for the lower half of this side of the van. Then I cut the support beams for underneath the kitchen and started cutting out the sides of the kitchen. And this was where it all started going downhill. It started raining and I realised that I'd forgotten to use my angle finder on these bits of the kitchen, which meant that they needed recutting. I decided to check that my sink system would fit the way I wanted it to, and I realised that my U-bend might be too big to fit as well as my sink and water tanks. When I recut my side pieces for the kitchen, they fit perfectly against the battens on the wall, but for some reason wouldn't fit perfectly against the kitchen back. I'm hoping it's going to be fine when I attach it all together. This is how I left the van for the day, so I'll be back tomorrow with day 27.